Here we go, Tuesday evening, weather for Weather Geeks time. What an afternoon we had. It was busy. Thankfully, have not seen too many reports of damage or flooding across the region. Now, we did have some heavy rain, but rainfall amounts were generally, it looks like, under 2 inches in our viewing area. Even though it came down fast and furious for a while, have not seen any evidence of too many problems out there. If you do have any issues, if you have any limbs down or you have minor flooding occurring in your neighborhood, send some pictures in to weatherpics@wfmj.com or post them on my Facebook or Twitter. In the meantime, things are calming down this evening. Got a few things plotted up here. First of all, of course, the radar, but you can see on I've got the 500 millibar chart plotted up here, which is basically showing what the atmosphere is doing at about 18,000 feet up in the atmosphere. And our unsettled weather today, the responsibility of this dip right here. See how the lines are kind of arced down like that? That's a pretty strong dip in the flow up at 18,000 feet, and that produced a lot of instability across the region today, and that also coincided with a cold front down here at the surface of the Earth where we live that sparked all of our nasty weather. Ridge of high pressure is still centered out here over Texas. It's going to continue flexing its muscles over the next few days. And this trough, which is over us now, is going to start lifting out, allowing things to warm up at the end of the week and heading into the upcoming weekend. Well, we're done with the severe weather this evening, that is for sure. We have some showers as I record this at about 7:15 p.m. These showers will be here and there tonight, maybe some drizzle later on. That will about do it. The severe weather threat shifting down into parts of Kentucky, West Virginia, Virginia, and North Carolina, along with parts of the Tennessee Valley for this evening. Now, I mentioned tomorrow morning probably starts out with some patches of drizzle. I think it'll be a cloudy start to the day tomorrow. But boy, things are going to turn around big time as we get into the afternoon for tomorrow. So as you get up tomorrow morning, here's what the weather map will look like. A little green showing up here, and even up in our neck of the woods, there could be a few patches of drizzle. But the drier air is going to start winning the battle as high pressure builds in from the north and west. And this high pressure zone will give us just a beautiful afternoon tomorrow. Clouds will break for sun. The dew points will start dropping out of the 60s through the 50s and eventually probably ending up in the 40s by tomorrow night. That's a really rare treat for this time of the year. So by tomorrow evening, the center of our high is over Michigan, getting set to build over northeast Ohio and into western parts of Pennsylvania as well. Tomorrow afternoon looks great. Thursday, beautiful. That high is over the Great Lakes. Bright and sunny day Thursday. A very comfortable morning in the afternoon. We'll get up to about 78 degrees. Just about a perfect day in my book anyway. Now, as we head towards Friday, the GFS model here, pretty aggressive, trying to push some moisture into parts of northern Ohio by the end of the afternoon. My gut feeling is this waits till after sunset to possibly impact us. I think the daylight hours Friday are still looking pretty dry. It's going to be warmer Friday as that high slips off the coast. Southwest winds are going to develop on Friday, so we'll get well into the 80s on Friday. The dew points will start to creep up, but I think we'll really notice the humidity over the course of the upcoming weekend. Here's Saturday's map, warm, humid day. You'll notice the GFS showing some green blobs around. I do think there can be some scattered thunderstorms Saturday, but it's going to be really scattered. Not expecting a lot of coverage on those at this point. And on Sunday of the upcoming weekend, we continue the chance of seeing a shower or a thunderstorm on Sunday, but there's not much of a trigger around. There's no big front coming through or anything like that. So, it's just looking like a mostly dry and warm weekend. Our official forecast for Sunday is 89. The GFS here shows about 90 degrees on average across the region on Sunday. So get ready for a real toasty day. Heat index values probably in the mid-90s coming up on our Sunday. And look at all the heat across the country at the end of the upcoming weekend. Quick look at the rainfall totals today. Thanks to Ralph and Canfield for checking in with 1.39. Cortland 1.37, Newton Falls a little over an inch. Warren 1.17, had someone email their rain gauge in Leavittsburg, had a little over an inch. I had 0.8 in Boardman, and so some pretty healthy totals, but thankfully these totals didn't get out of control, so we didn't see a ton of flooding issues. As far as the long-range temperature trends, well, of course, tomorrow's a cool day. I think 73, 74 probably is about it tomorrow. Beautiful day Thursday, and then we're above average Friday, and then the weekend pushing 90. Now, we haven't hit 90 officially since September 11th of 2013. It's been a long time, pushing 2 years almost. We got a chance this weekend. Not sure if we go over 90, but even if we hit 89, it's still pretty toasty. And again, heat index values will be above 90 degrees. Now, we'll stay above average into probably Monday. Then a front will probably come through sometime in the middle of next week. As is typical of mid-July, it'll be a fairly weak front, so it'll just knock our temperatures back to average, which is in the lower 80s. So if you don't like it this warm, wait a few days. Middle of next week probably will be a little more tolerable for you. All right, thanks for watching the Tuesday Night Weather for Weather Geeks. More geeky stuff about this time tomorrow night. Have a great Tuesday night and enjoy a beautiful afternoon coming up on Wednesday.